Alright, hey everybody, happy Sunday. Hope y'all are doing well. Good to see you once again. We're back with some more Remnant 2. Hopefully, we're able to finish things today. That is the plan. I ended yesterday's stream early. I mean, it was still like I don't know, a little over 2 hour stream, so it wasn't like the shortest thing ever, but I would have liked to have finished the final boss fight, but unfortunately I just got like a pretty big headache yesterday. I'm still not feeling 100% back to normal today. My neck injury being the the cause of some of my chronic headache issues. I just decided to flare up yesterday and doesn't feel quite back to normal yet, but hopefully we'll be in better shape anyways, and I won't need to quit early. I guess we'll see how intense the boss gets. But either way, I would very much like to finish it today, and depending on how long that takes, maybe I'll do some adventure mode before we kind of wrap up the stream today. I don't intend on like just uninstalling the game once I'm done. I may even do a little bit more streaming of just like some adventure mode stuff just to see what all we can do. But at a further point, we'll either do like some New Game Plus, or I will try at some point maybe doing some what is it, Nightmare and or Apocalypse run, solo run challenges. I do intend to do some co-op in the future, of course, too, but with this character who has been largely solo, you know, I intend to kind of keep it that way for now, because if I do co-op, unless I join somebody with this character, I'll probably for anything that's like meant to just be like a fully co-op playthrough, I'll probably just start fresh. But yeah, it seems to me like a lot of the indication with this game is that you're not necessarily intended to do Nightmare and certainly not Apocalypse on your first playthrough. I don't even know if you normally can do Apocalypse as a first playthrough. I think you have to unlock it first. And even Veteran, you're not necessarily intended to do as your first playthrough. Like, because this game has like a New Game Plus sort of idea of re-rolling your campaign, you're sort of intended to do a playthrough potentially on Survival or whatever it's called, Survivor, and, you know, establish like how to play the game and all that kind of stuff, and acquire yourself like some power levels as well as a bunch of gear. Then do Veteran, or you could potentially skip to Nightmare, or if you start on Veteran then go to Nightmare and just kind of like do the same deal. You could of course potentially skip right to Apocalypse unless it requires beating Nightmare first. I'm not sure. I don't think that was the case in the first game. I think just beating it on Veteran, or at least beating the game in general, seemed to be all that was necessary for me to unlock Apocalypse for the DLC and just any future campaign stuff in general. So hopefully that just ends up being the case. But yeah, let's start the game here. You may also notice I switched my melee weapon out to Knuckle Dusters. That's not for any particular advantageous reason or anything like that. I just was wanting to make a switch away from the spear. I kind of like that this thing is very like minimalist on my backpack. It doesn't cover up my character so much, and I don't really intend to do a lot of melee anyways, so it's fine. That is cool though. Also, hey Shadok, how's it going? You just beat the boss last night. Nice. Yeah, I got into the second phase, and I've seen a bit of it, so I know some of how it works. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure how it's gonna go. Gun with fist weapons for a bit, they're pretty useful. Second phase is a mess. Yeah, it seems that way. I guess we'll see if I can manage it with my current setup and stuff. I feel like I do have money. I could go back to the ward if I need to and maybe buy like some concoctions that might help a little bit. I feel like the higher your difficulty, the more necessary it is to like squeeze every little bit of advantage you can out of stuff like that. Like, not just like polishing your build, but even using like, you know, elixirs or whatever you need to get like just every little bit of extra survivability out of, you know, what you have. Hey Anna, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Oops. I don't know if I'll use these guys at all. I temporarily switched back to Challenger for like a second yesterday. When I was just I went around, I was like, I want to unlock Leto's amulet just for the hell of it. I don't think I'm going to use it, but at least not now. But I was like, okay, I guess I'll go do the belly flop a whole bunch of times and grab that. What else did I do while I was off stream yesterday? It wasn't much. I think I fully leveled up the mutator in my rifle so that that's maxed out. Go back to this here. Yeah, battery is at plus 10 now, so that should do more damage, a little bit more damage, if I'm able to keep, you know, headshotting the boss. And then, I unlocked this, not for any particular reason, I just decided to do it. I think that was pretty much it. I wouldn't mind necessarily switching a ring out here for something else. I don't know how good the regen build is going to be in this fight, because I think ultimately we really need to just avoid taking damage as much as possible. But even also by that regard, I don't know how good the the summoner archetype even is for us right now, because I feel like there's not a good opportunity to even really summon our boys without them either instantly dying or just otherwise not really being particularly useful. Because I feel like they didn't even come into the fight with me last time. I could try again here just to see. Down for me just a little bit because it's loud. Just chilling right now, so I'm doing pretty good. Nice, nice. 65 is the new tray cap. Oh, nice. I assumed it was still 60. Well, 5 extra points is cool. I mean, I'm nowhere near hitting that at the moment. I'm still at 37. But yeah. I mean, I like the summoner archetype, but I don't think it's quite my jam. I'm sticking with it for now because I figured I may as well just stick with it until I hit 10. And then I'll probably go back and try to raise Challenger up to 10 before I maybe switch to something else like Hunter or some other... If I find one of the other hidden archetypes in adventure mode or in a new reroll of the campaign, then I'll try one of those out probably. Alright. I guess let's give it a go here. To again because I haven't really warmed up with anything. I'm immediately in the fight. Sure what I got hit by there. Controls decided to really fuck with me once again. I really wish that they were a little bit better responsive there. We could have done that just fine, but so what happened was I wanted to set up my my quick draw, which I had done, but I was doing it as I was rolling, and then I was like waiting for my gun to come out, and then just nothing happened, so it kind of threw me for a second there. Queuing up actions in this game is not too bad most of the time, but every once in a while certain things just don't work when you're in the middle of a different action. I have a question. Did you find the box in the Red Widow temple? Yes, I did. The ornate lockbox. I went back and ended up finding it. The only thing I ended up having to look up was how to get to the Chicago typewriter, because I was like really just decided I figured I wasn't going to find it just later in the game. I figured I probably just missed something, which I did. I was definitely not expecting there to be like a place to climb in the labyrinth. Did you open it? Yes, I did. Like, I don't have it clearly. So yeah, I took the seed. I decided to just take the seed back to the Empress, and I got the thing for that. I don't know if there was something else I could have done with it, but if there was, then you can plant the seed on Earth. Well, maybe an adventure mode thing, we'll see, or just next campaign. Now the trade book items actually give scrap and XP after you hit cap. Before they did, they just did nothing if you already had 60. Oh, that's good. At least it's something. Yeah, cool. I'm guessing I won't be able to do that unless I reroll the campaign. I might not be able to get it again in adventure mode, but at least maybe you can. I don't know how that works for like campaign, like if you have like 2 outcomes for the same campaign. Grows a tree and getting consumable items every now and again that give you an extra life. Yeah, that would obviously be useful right now, but we're just gonna have to try to beat things the old-fashioned way. Forgetting that I actually need to dodge that. Yeah, right, that one's delayed. I didn't think he was going to fly quite so far away when he did that. So I was in a worse position to dodge than normal. I needed to wait. We were getting through this fight, or the first phase, consistently last time. I just need to get back in the zone. Like I said, I'm not really warmed up yet. Definitely doing good damage. I'm doing okay damage, at least. I know that, like, with certain builds, maybe it requires being a lot more leveled up too, but I know sometimes people can do like thousands of damage per shot with you know, the right kind of like multiplicative setups, which I currently don't have. But yeah, I think overall my damage for where I'm at in the game is okay. It's I don't even know if that's attainable in like one run of the campaign. You may, unless you get obscenely lucky, you may have to, but like acquiring certain items with certain specific weapons. I don't remember what boss it was, but I saw somebody was fighting, and it wasn't like a specific like weak spot issue for the boss. But somebody was using some sort of bow build, and they were doing weak spot damage, which might have also been weak spot and crit, and they were doing like 4,000 damage a hit or some shit like that on their weak spot, and I was just like, how the fuck are you doing so much damage? It's crazy. Okay. Right. I mean, these guys aren't really helping me much, but I could switch to Challenger, but it's the only other thing that I have, and I don't know that it's gonna do much for me right now. Unless I wanted to use it just to up my armor, which could help, just I would take less damage. I guess we can throw that in our back pocket if we need it. Right now, the only other thing we're really getting out of Summoner, I guess, is regrowth, which is not unhelpful, but... yeah, the other aspects of my summoner thing doesn't really do a lot unless I... Like, the Dominator thing is alright, at least, but that's basically all I'm getting out of it, and they die pretty quickly, I think. What? Okay. You say so, game? Oh, wait, those did not want to blow up as quickly. Maybe I had hot shots active the first time. I rolled that game. I also pressed roll there. What's going on? I know you got to do it a little early on those two. I don't know why my rolls just didn't come out. That attack is just extra weird sometimes. Like, it's like the hitbox just comes at you faster than you can actually roll. Even when you know you're supposed to roll just a little bit early. That didn't seem to work out right. I don't know why. Gotten to like 700 to 800 on some good close-up shots. With like the challengers bonus, you mean? Like, because they get like a pretty massive damage bonus when they're within 10 meters, right? I know the hunter gets like the highest like gun base damage, especially at max level. Which would be the only other thing that I kind of wish that I had right now, just for higher damage output. But certain situational bonuses, like what the challenger can do, is probably like potentially exceptionally good, as long as you can actually get within 10 meters of your target, which obviously is like the main drawback of the challenger, because there's certain bosses that you just kind of can't get within the quote-unquote close range that you want to be for that full damage bonus. But at least it goes out to, it tapers off, of course, but it goes out to like 20 meters, so you can at least get some sort of bonus. Not where I meant to roll. Can I get up, please? Fuck, I was still too early on that. It's kind of hard to hear the sound cues in this fight sometimes. I rolled, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? Apparently they fixed the challenger damage bonus, so it's always plus 10% after 20 meters and goes up from there. Oh, that's cool. So it's, you always get a damage bonus regardless of what range you're at? I assumed it was like, you know, just based on the tooltip, that it was like after you're more than 20 meters away, you just don't get a bonus. Yeah, I feel like I almost want to just like straight up go back and get Hunter. If I struggle to the point where I can't beat the boss just because my current build isn't great for it, like I'm sure I can do it if I can just get focused here. At least I don't know why I'm struggling so much with the first phase, because yesterday with a massive headache I was still able to get through the first phase like several times. It's that second phase that's a monster, but I'm just like, I just keep fucking up the dodges here, and it doesn't help that I die in like 2 hits, but okay, this is a bad time to use the mod. What? I don't understand my roll, why my roll is just not coming out. That time I did it too early because I'm like... That one attack, it's consistently dodgeable, but sometimes it just seems like it comes out even faster than its already fast speed. I don't know why, because I'm pressing the button, and I'm pressing it early because you have to press it early, but it just sometimes still doesn't work. And so to compensate on the second one, I was like, am I still being too slow? And then I dodged too early. Like, I don't know what's going on with this attack. It just keeps catching me off guard somehow, though. And I know you have to dodge a little early, but it's just not working for some reason. I feel like it's just the distance that you're at with that attack is just really inconsistent to dodge. He was doing the other attack. Why does he like... I swear it's like coming out slower now. Still too early on that attack, dude. I don't really quite get the timing of that one. Get out of the fucking way, minion. God damn. Taking too long. I rolled. Okay, just don't roll when I say to roll, I guess. I think my main problem with this phase is that you just don't really get any sort of chance to heal most of the time. Okay, what? Buffered roll? Fucked me. I don't know if you can duck that or not, if you have to just... Ow. Oh, okay. That immediately... Okay, okay. What? I rolled. Oh, of course I'm out of ammo. Ow. I'm out of heals. That was a good attempt. No. Oh. I can't. Okay. What? No. No, come on. Whoa, oh, fuck off, game. I cannot believe that happened. God, we were like carrying so hard with no heals for so long there. The regen was actually putting in some okay amount of work. I can't believe my dodge just didn't get out in time there. We just got wombo comboed at the end. Alright, well. At least I feel like I kind of understand the next phase. There's still so much shit going on. You know, the thing that annoys me about the fight, the only thing, like everything else seems like it's doable. It's just, it requires a lot of focus. It's the little orbs that you're meant to shoot because, you know, like unless I have my hotshots active, they don't quite one-shot with my rifle. So when I do have it active, it's fine. But what's annoying about them is that I go to shoot them and then they disappear, like they glitch and move somewhere else, and it's like a waste of time and a shot, of course. I guess we'll still start with these guys, I guess. I just can't find like a good opportunity to resummon them during the fight, especially since it costs me HP temporarily. All right. Just read that you can get an old Hunter's Bone-esque dash with a certain ring/amulet combo. Yeah, I saw some sort of video about like a Misty Step ability with like a maxed out evasive roll sort of deal, but yeah, I didn't really look into it at all. Where'd they all get blown up? Maybe my minions put some work in there. What? Okay. Can I get up, please? I keep fuck off, game. I keep trying to roll that in time, and sometimes it just does not really want to work out for me. Oh, come on. I can't... There's so many sound cues happening right now. It becomes so difficult to tell when shit's happening. God, fuck off. He delays that so much, and then the lightning just keeps striking. It's like, when is this coming out? I rolled. What? I rolled. Why is he resistant? Stop resisting. Fucking die, stupid. Stop the retarget. Fucking. Okay. It's the one thing about aim assist I hate in this game is sometimes it fights your own aim away from you. Oh, I meant to roll there. Hey, Karate Hayes, how's it going?
This is futile.
Now you tell me?
I'd hoped it would not come to this.
Come to what?
I was like, that has to be the end, right? There's not like a third phase.
Hey! There's gotta be a way! What are we doing here if there isn't a goddamn way?
Only two outcomes remain. The corruption consumes us all. Or...
Keep! What's going on?
Karate Sass, hope you all are doing well. Welcome
Why is
in.
it staying dead?
The corruption is inviolate. Containment is no longer a viable option. The only outcome left is annihilation. To eradicate the corruption, the system must be restored.
Okay, what the hell does that mean?
It means wiping everything. Starting over.
Starting over? I thought we were trying to stop that from happening.
We have no choice.
We can just bring everybody into
The root will
the labyrinth
destroy
and just let all the worlds get recreated.
Everything. For all time.
This is unexpected. I am reluctant to execute.
No. Keep. There's another way.
So she calls him Keep for short.
Traveler! On me!
Trying to use some antivirus. There's more. But I think, well, if we die, hopefully we at least got a checkpoint here. Doesn't have a health bar, though. I don't know if... Oh, hello. I guess we just want to survive here. Now? God, they're all, like, instantly attacking me as soon as they spawn. I'm not able to get any healing. There we go. Okay. Away! Away! Is she sucking everyone into the labyrinth? It's one hell of an O-face. His nose got like really big. It was like all distorted. Yeah, now you show up for it. Where the fuck you been? You could have been helping us with this shit the whole time. She's doing like a reverse birth. Absorbing all the people in the worlds. Me too, I guess. Huh. Roll credits, I guess. I mean, I don't necessarily want to skip. I mean, if it just skips the credits and immediately puts us in the next thing, that's probably fine, but which it probably does, but skips everything. Okay, well then we will just let the credits play. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? I'm happy that we that I managed to beat the final boss with my potentially janky setup. I mean, I feel like my build was not weak or anything. I just In fact, the lifesteal and regen was carrying pretty hard in that fight, because I didn't... As long as I was avoiding some of those hits, I was actually healing pretty easily, just, you know, if I didn't just repeatedly get hit, you know, like, right, one time right after another, you know. So if I made a mistake, I could... Daniel Craig, what? Is randomly Daniel Craig in the developer team. It's probably not that Daniel Craig. It would be hilarious to find out, though, if like Daniel Craig had retired from acting and decided to become a game developer or something. Or I didn't see what that particular list of credits was for. If it had just been like game testers, you know. I have questions. Hopefully they'll be answered after the credits. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I'm assuming she absorbed everyone into herself, and herself even into the fragment thingy there, so that a system reset could happen. But like everyone has more or less been saved. All of our data's been saved, so we can, you know, after the reset, we all get repopulated. Maybe either that or Clementine will become the new universe or something. Kind of looked like she went pop. Yeah, maybe. I'm not really sure. I wish we could like fast forward the credits at least. Don't get me wrong, I like giving credit where credit's due in the credits to all of the wonderful people who made the game and worked on stuff, etc. But you know, I do want to know what's happening here. It's not like we can't watch the credits like any other time. I feel like some of the music in this game also feels a little similar to like some of the music in like Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West. Just with the choices that they've made. I wonder if they had any like similar composers at all. Not to suggest that they were specifically going for that style, I just mean, you know. Clem is just a portable hard drive, yeah. Clem, the external terabyte. Probably going to be a little bit more than a terabyte with all these worlds, you know. What's the fucking super, super big one? It's like a petabyte, something like that. Nope, that's not even the biggest. You got terabyte, and then the next one up is petabyte, then exabyte, then zettabyte, and yottabyte. Or yottabyte. I don't know how that's pronounced. Yottabyte. So like just to put that in perspective, if a terabyte is like 1,000 gigs, a yottabyte would be like 1 quadrillion gigs or something like that. It's crazy. That's a pretty big amount of space. I don't even want to think of that number in bytes. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, that's 25 digits long. A yottabyte. A 1 and 24 zeros. These fucking credits are practically a yottabyte long. Jeez, come on now. I don't necessarily mind unskippable cutscenes unless I'm in some sort of like. I mean, this is skippable, but I mean, if you want to watch the video or the cutscene, I mean, at the end. But I appreciate that when they do stuff like that, they give you the ability to kind of like fast forward through them, because sometimes it's nice to see and all that, but sometimes you just don't want to sit through, 5-10 minutes of credits. This isn't too bad, thankfully. There's a lot worse credits out there for sure. Is anything actually gonna okay, there we go. I was like, I'm not actually supposed to interact with this, right? Like, is it actually gonna do something? Oh my god, the Red Dead 2 credits went on for like a fucking hour. To be fair, that game is gigantic, so I guess it makes sense. Like, tons of people worked on that game, but Keep, it's me. I'm not sure why you became like a weird wraith guy instead of a giant eyeball, but we're still here. Yo, Keeps, let us out, you fool. I feel like I have to wonder what that accomplished exactly, because if she was able to do that and somehow eradicate the root in the process, I guess that would be fine, but I would almost assume that it didn't work. At least not, like, maybe it postponed things or something. But this game is good enough, and obviously it's had a very good reception. I'm sure they're going to do DLC, which already would indicate that things aren't exactly solved unless it's not considered post-game content. And then secondly, I would not be surprised if they left things open-ended enough to be like, hey, let's make a Remnant 3, and I kind of hope they do, because this game has been awesome, honestly. Not to rush things, they can take their time making it, but I would definitely like to maybe see an eventual Remnant trace. Did Clem waste energy saving Nerud instead of other realms? That's kind of true, at least in my campaign. Nerud should just be a black hole at this point. So, shouldn't have been much to save there. Alright, start game. What happens now? Even if it wasn't, it's just a dead universe. Yeah, pretty much. There were some people there, I guess, but not many. Or at the very least, like, just the custodian and some spirits, and then robots. I don't know that we needed to save the bug aliens. They were living, but, would we have missed them that much? Not to sound like in any way sort of like xenophobic towards alien races or anything, but those seem to be like pretty hostile themselves, not unlike the root. Save a trip, there's nothing but in the final boss arena. Okay, good to know. Do have a trade point. We also got Scholar. Oh, right. So now we have this as a trait if we want it. I don't know. This probably wouldn't hurt to have. We can always respec it later. Because frankly, like leveling up the other archetypes faster isn't a bad thing. So, all right, let's see what we got here. We got the broken compass. A steel compass that no longer works. Once in a while it twitches, but nothing more. Okay. And then the forgotten memory. Precious manifestation incubates this growth. The root around it clings desperately as if straining to remember its first connection. First memory of something, someone besides itself. Okie dokie. Yeah, I think for now, let me... Since I don't necessarily care about maxing these out just now, let me just start with Scholar. So that we can level up archetypes faster. See what all we can make here.
This better be good. What did you bring me?
Good old McCabe, not reacting to anything as usual. Alpha Omega long gun. Where's the forgotten memory for this? Beta ray. Looks like it's going to be like a rapid fire weapon. Maybe not quite my style, but you know, I'll probably still make it anyways. Beta ray brands a target for 30 seconds. Branded enemies that die leave a brand at their location. Reloading or swapping detonates brands, dealing 225 damage. Additional brands, 3 max. On the same target, deal 50% damage. Slain enemies return 5 to 15% of ammo and mod power to the weapon. That's kind of cool, though. Charge shot fires a burst of 5 energy bolts. Each hit reduces charge time by... Oh, wait. Okay, well, here, let me buy this. We'll just check it out.
Traveler. I'm a busy woman.
I see. It's not a rapid... It's a burst fire dealy, but you have to like charge to shoot it. I like that more than just a straight up rapid fire. You know, maybe we'll try it at some point, but for now, let me switch back here. The main jam. All right, let's go see what everyone has for sale. And yeah, we'll go talk to Wallace too.
Yeah.
Brabus, you got something new because you have more space. I guess it's these items. Smolder. Charge melee attack applies burning, which deals 150 fire damage. That's kind of cool. And the good old Spore Bloom. I've seen the Spore Bloom from the first game. I don't think he has anything else. I think it's just those 2. Anything else new, I mean. Doesn't look like it. This could be cool, but at the moment I've already leveled up my Knuckle Dusters, so I'm not going to worry about buying this right this second. Maybe we'll get it later, though, and try it out. This should be for the Hunter archetype, I think, so we will pick that up.
Remember.
Just not yet. Make sure that I've purchased the things that I want to purchase first. You have anything new to say, Cass?
Well, hey, stranger. Long time no see. What do you want to ask me?
Nope.
Need something else?
She just says iron at the
Stop
moment.
by
Okay.
anytime. You know where to find me.
Greetings, Trap. Rest to shoot.
You sell... Oh, this is new. What is this? Butcher's Fetish. Increases critical chance by 15% and critical damage by 25% for 15 seconds after striking an enemy with a charged melee attack. Interesting.
Don't be a stranger.
Some unique.
I think... Yeah, you're all the same. This is all the same stuff.
I'll be seeing you then.
Feeling all right? Sure thing.
You have all the same stuff.
Need anything? I'm here.
All right, Whispers, what you got here, buddy? Hey, Ari. How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good one. Oh, he sells the cultist attire now. Well, he sells a number of the older armor sets, I guess. And his... Is the bandit set kind of more or less what he's wearing? It looks like it. The gas mask is the same. The shirt on this looks like it's a slightly different color, but maybe that's just the way that it's kind of drawn here. Maybe it's exactly the same. That's cool if you want to look like Whispers, I guess. The Leto Mark 1 stuff is kind of neat. So cultist stuff, Leto Mark 1, and bandit stuff was added. That's cool. I like there being more options. Still kind of wish he had skins available for the stuff we can already get, but you know, that's maybe they'll add some stuff in DLC. We can keep our fingers crossed for that. No hair sticking out behind the mask. Right. Before we go talk to Wallace, I should probably check in with Riggs too, just to be sure, but do you have anything new to say?
Traveler, how's everything? Questions?
Nope.
Good luck.
And then, what's here? There's something. Did you reset your combination? Hold on, I don't remember what it was, but we can look. That's not what I meant to do. 0415. Yes. Oh, did this just get reset? Is that all it is? I don't know if there'll still be anything over there, but... Right, because the key was in there originally, obviously, but... Guess I can go check on my way here. Let's talk to you. I don't think you have anything new. Let's just go find out really quick. Doop-a-doop-doo. My Fallout session was not great yesterday. I want to change the legendaries of my weapon, but I need stuff from certain events to do that. Most events I did yesterday failed because it was just me and one other person, different person in the different events. I don't do enough damage to be very helpful. Also, communicating with other players just confuses me on the rare times it happens. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to get back here. I guess it just reset the key. Alright, well, at least that's not going to bug me by being on the map still. Alright, let's go talk to Wallace. I think we talked to everyone else we wanted to. Like, Ford's not here, right? Well, there's... No, we didn't talk to Riggs, but I don't think he's going to have anything else to say, but I guess I could check really quick.
Good.
You can just do the usual upgrade stuff.
You know where to find me.
Did we? It would have been cool if we had gotten a simulacrum. Why do I still have the key? I guess the door was already open when we got there. I didn't have to actually use it. Well, I guess that's just going to sit in my inventory forever now. Unless we can... Yeah, we can't discard it. Oh well. Right, let's go talk to Wallace. I feel like it would have made sense for the final boss to have dropped us a simulacrum, but we did not get that. I'm not sure if I looked at everything we got. I know we got the 2 items. We got the Scholar trait, and we got a trait point. I think that might have been it, but hopefully I'm not forgetting something.
Traveler returns. They don't like it when I help you, but it is the role I must play.
Alright. Golden Compass. We got luminite crystals, we got money. Although this doesn't cost money this time. I guess this one's free. Is this for the Explorer? I'm guessing
Until
so.
next time.
Yep. I don't know if you need the Explorer class, but I did see that the red glitched door in the labyrinth has something to do with New Game Plus, and I think maybe when I looked into it a little bit, someone had mentioned something about the Explorer. I didn't really look into it very deep to see what all you have to do, but I think it maybe you need Explorer and Invader. Okay, I know Invader you just get somewhere else, so I'll just figure that out at some point. I think you get Engineer from Nerud, and the rest I don't remember. Obviously, I've gotten Summoner, but that's been the only other one. Let's take a look at this archetype, though. See what it says here. Explorer. Grants a 10% chance for their prime perk, Lucky. Grants a 10% chance to spawn additional items and rarer drops from defeating stronger enemies. They get better movement speed. That's kind of cool in general. They get the scavenger stuff, which is a damage perk. Pickups increase all damage dealt by... I'm assuming that'll just be more and more. 0.5% per stack for 20 seconds. Additional stacks increase duration up to 60 seconds for max 5 stacks. So currently 2.5 at max, but that increases with level. Right, the Explorer set. We can go look at that now. I think I remember what it looks like. I had that one like spoiled for me like really early on. So I saw like a picture of it. We can get a fucking dope beret and sunglasses, some aviators. I kind of like the aviators with the beret, like the the green beret, more than the field medic hat. Kind of a cool looking set, actually. Let's just buy it. It looks pretty light, so maybe we can fuck around with that whenever we really need to go light. There we go. We'll probably buy some other stuff too. I'm not so interested in the cultist set since we already have our own cowboy set. The hat is... My own hat is cooler than that hat. Probably try some other stuff in the future, but glove weight of 2 is pretty light. Let's take a look at this set anyways. Oh yeah. I just need like a cigar or some shit. I was not really expecting there to be a cape on this too, but it's not bad. A little mask detail there. Alright. Cool, cool. For now, let's stick with our main setup here. There we go. Alright, I kind of want to max out Summoner before I start messing with other classes too much. But I guess we're done now, so we can start doing some adventure mode or at some point re-roll the campaign. I'll start with adventure mode, I think, just to see what we can get here. Because this is still going to be locked up. Seems we can at least go back to the other places if we want to, but I don't think we have a reason. The glitch door was actually intended to be found by data miners. I mean, I guess they knew, which is good. Honestly, developers have to just be... They just have to assume people are going to data mine their games now. There's not tons you can do to stop that from happening. Alright. Create new adventure. You know, I really want to go back to Nerud and see what we can find there, so I guess I'll start with that. Boy, do I want to up to Nightmare already. I think I don't want to go to Nightmare yet. because I kind of want to just do that as I start like a new campaign. I mean, well, let's see. Will your players strong builds and desire to unforgiving experience not recommended for strong? I mean, it's probably fine. Yeah, let's just do it. We can always re-roll it again if we want. Let's go. Alright, we'll do a little bit of adventure mode today. Like I said, it won't be a super long stream. I have a call at 3 I gotta be on, and I'll want to do some stuff before then probably, so I won't go for like super long, but I definitely wanted to like finish stuff today. So I'm glad we got done with the boss fight. It's good to be back. I was a little bummed that we couldn't come back to Nerud after the because like the time that I thought to actually go back there and be like, maybe I should try messing around with the curse ring, the hex ward in that one area, maybe or just like in the boundaries to see if I could find anything else, if that would prevent me from getting killed at least.
Well, that's important.
I just kind of assumed that would be nice to do. Did I listen to this before?
Eperis Calca, Arco Primus, House Work. To my fellow Drazir, all who live and may yet live in whatever days are still to come. My people, we stand together in ash and humility. We who have mastered space and time, who harness the very stars and perceive the threads of creation, now waver upon the precipice of a truth that even the wisest of us could not foresee. We find ourselves both vital and insignificant. In the face of what we see, is it not the height of arrogance to believe we could ever master it? How can we behold such wonder and not be moved to our knees? We are witness to the crux of all things, the nexus of time and space, every innumerable element of creation. Such wonder is immune to comprehension. Preternatural in scope.
This lady does a lot of talking, man.
By which all reality is rent and sown. It will consume us. And we shall be grateful.
Hey, alright. Let's go. But yeah, no, like as soon as I had the thought to go to backtrack to Nerud with and try out the Hex Ward and see if there would be anything to find in those the limits of each, like around the edges of the maps.
Impossible. Where did you come from? How did you find Nerud?
You
should not even exist.
But yeah, like as soon as I thought of that, I was like, oh, let me just see if I can go back to Nerud, and then I noticed that the Alepsis Torah thing happened. I was like, oh well, guess that's not happening.
Your presence creates new, interesting possibilities. I have many questions. Find my tower within the wastes beyond. Look for a glowing white orb held aloft to the heavens. There, you will find me.
Here they come.
Ow, wow. Nightmare hits hard, huh? Oh, kind of knew what I was getting into. I am probably going to want to max out my vigor and maybe switch my armor out here at some point. We've been rocking the cowboy set get up for quite a while, and I do love me the cowboy get up, but you know, if we want to do, there wasn't anything to under this. Hold on a second. Normally these are just okay. Yeah, I don't think so. That's probably just death. Hopefully there's not a hidden thing there. Suppose I can come back and look later. Moving on up. All right, let's see what we got here. There's only 2 I know of in Nerud that have something under the elevators. I don't know if I found one of those or not in my time in Nerud. It's a little bit of a blur now. I remember checking under several, but just seeing the usual, you know, dealio.
Get a load of this place.
Alright, let me try this really quick. I don't know if it will do anything useful or not, but... we're still getting the bar. I don't know what happens here. Let's just see. Maybe it's not curse. This is what I wanted to try, but... oh, you still just die. Okay, well, that answers that. Where is my... oh, here it is. So what status ailment is that anyways? Because they make curse look practically identical. Like it's just another purple skull or pinkish, I don't know, violet skull. I'm assuming there probably is still some thing hidden in a blighted area somewhere, if I had to guess. God damn, everything hits so hard.
Here we go.
I had thought maybe I was being clever too, thinking that the hex word would help me out there. But yeah, I don't know exactly how you get like the engineer archetype, but I think you may have to go through some of that like poisoned area on one of these maps to actually get to it. Possibly. It could just be some other thing that I didn't encounter, but I don't know.
Okay, this is it.
Do you want to know? No, I don't want like a direct answer for it, no. I want to look around for a while. I will either figure it out, or if I don't, then I will ask for sure. Assume this was a breakable thing, not a thing to open. Well, or mess with. Hello? I don't know if that would have just aggroed everything that was nearby, potentially, and there just isn't anything, or if that's a setup for something and maybe we need to try to find more of those. I don't think there were any of those the first time I was on Nerude, unless I just missed it, but... yeah, because there's another one.
Great. More bad news.
Oh.
Holy hell.
Freaking laser bot. So rude. Alright, so the beacon is still going, which means the other one's probably still going. So maybe we need to find more of those and that'll do something, perhaps. Just keep looking around, I guess. I don't think we're... okay. Probably not going back there, at least not right this moment. Maybe there's something hidden back there if you can crawl your way through all the poison shit.
Great.
Oh, great. Just what I needed.
That was rough.
The grate from VA sounded like Snake. Yeah, it did. Alright, let's see. I guess we should go back this way and make sure that we've gotten everything on this side. Can you mantle up to this by any chance? Probably not. Looks a little too high up. Nope. Some of these little plateaus, I keep thinking like there's occasionally like secret ways to, or like, not secret, but just like ways you can get up on them that just isn't immediately obvious. And I've definitely found some like that, but then other ones are, they just don't seem to have any sort of way for you to climb them. See no beacony things. This also reminds me too, like the one time we had like finished nearly everything on Nerud and I went back to one of these maps to look around for a quick double check, I ran into an elite that I had never found before, and I only found it that once. Like it was just like a completely different enemy I'd never seen. And I don't think it ever spawned again either. Nothing breakable there. Found a secret way to stand on some bushes in Yaisha from a jump. It's so secret that the developers forgot a way for me to exit said bushes. Definitely sounds a little bit rough. Wow. There was a beacon there too, goddamn. Alright, I think we can expect that we're gonna die a fair bit in Nightmare. Nightmare difficulty, at least with our current level of vigor and armor and stuff like that. There are definitely ways to be more survivable than I am now, but mainly you just need to not be taking hits like that. I didn't think he was going to shoot quite so fast, is the only reason I went for my skill in the first place. It's more like it. Or where was that beacon that I saw? Oh, it's literally right up here. Yeah, I know my floaty boys. Again, to be honest with you, I'm probably not going to do Summoner for any further than once I hit it up to level 10. I kind of want to just max it out, but I'm just not a big fan of keeping companions around that much. It's not that they're not useful. I just find that they tend to get in the way in most games that have companions. But sure, while we've got them, might as well. See, like, why did that even hit you? You weren't even, like, in front of my gun. That's coming at me now. What? Where did you come from, buddy? When you max out, you can start putting regular trait points in their class traits, so you can get health regen even when not equipped with Summoner. Yeah, that is definitely the idea. Because I would like to still have the health regen. I don't know if I'll really leave it as something that I continue to kind of build around. Like, I might switch out some rings and stuff later. But as it is right now, I really appreciate having the quick health back. Thought something was off to my side there, but I guess not. And we gotta find more beacons. I don't know. I suppose I should check to see if the other ones got reset or anything like that. From me dying. Health regen at a minimum saves you from having to heal all damage in between fights. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Okay.
It can be good in a pinch too, because like, I didn't succeed. Okay, good. These are still active. I didn't succeed on that one attempt at the final boss. Like, it was the try before my final try or whatever. But on that attempt, I had run out of heals and still lived for quite a while just because of my health regen. In fact, the health regen helped carry me in the attempt that I even succeeded at. Because having something that enabled me to heal passively and not have to, like, take a moment to heal was very helpful in the long run. To be able to just kind of rely on that doing its thing. This beacon should be, yeah, that's one I activated already. I kind of wish you could see it blinking from a distance. I guess you kind of can. It's just, I don't know, it looks sort of inconsistent from over here. Okay. But I can definitely hear it. Alright, let's see here. Is there anything else over this way, aside from going down? This is a new little area, like I've not been into whatever this little pit is. Which is exactly what we were hoping for, is not running into too much of the same shit that we already did. Okay. Apparently that was right on the edge. I don't think there's anything up here. Look like it. I guess let's just quickly see what's down here. And just ride down and ride back up. Although it almost kind of looks like there's probably like a door. There's bugs.
Here they come.
I don't know if we're like meant to drop into that as like the actual entrance to the place or something. Maybe we should just wait and come back, because I always like to hold off on just immediately doing dungeons. Let's look for the beacons at least first, just to see if that does anything. Hopefully we don't have to find like a ton across like different maps, and it's just whatever's on this map. This is that elite I was talking about. I don't like that he immediately, instantly overloaded me there. What is that tracking? I'm out of stamina. Thing died so much faster on veteran. Okay. I think one of my main issues with the summoner archetype is that, unlike mods, you can't passively regen the skill while the skill is active. Which I'm not saying is unbalanced or anything, but the kind of main downside with it is, unless you have like really fast skill recharge, these things, like, as soon as they die, you gotta wait and wait and wait and wait to bring them back, instead of being able to like hope that you've charged them up after a bit, that you can bring them back like immediately. Now, mind you, again, that could be very easy to abuse, so I don't think that it's like badly balanced. But the problem is that, like, in certain fights, they'll just get wiped out and then they are down for like a big part of the fight, you know, potentially. Again? What are you doing back here? Yeah, the Floaty Boys roller skill refills pretty fast overall.
Enough room.
Yeah. Like, it's not too bad, don't get me wrong. But yeah, it's just like, again, I realize that they're a skill and not a mod. But like in the first game, if my dog ever died or if his duration was about to run out, I could just instantly respawn him usually, because the mod generation, like between any passive regen I would get from the ring I was wearing or just shooting stuff with the sniper rifle, I'd just always have a dog ready to go, pretty much. You know, which again, depending on how powerful a thing can be, like, I don't think that it should always work that way, because it could just be, again, like I said, way too easy to abuse, due to its like potentially overpowered nature. All right, really quickly, y'all, before I continue in our little adventure here, I need to run to the bathroom. So if y'all will just give me like 1 minute, I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. It's had a lot to drink, a lot of water, a lot of coffee, and now iced tea. I'm gonna go for a little bit yet. Okay, I forgot to look at this too. Point focus ring reduces initial spread and recoil by 35%. Don't care, but cool. Thanks for the welcome back. What was I just thinking about? I had some little like idea in mind, and now it's completely left my brain. How about you? Thank you. Possess someone. Thank you. I can foresee the ghost boss being kind of tough for me on Nightmare if I encounter him again. Pretty much any bosses are probably going to be pretty tough on Nightmare. Nightmare solo. Solo Nightmare. That's probably just death and not a secret pit to jump down, but maybe we'll check later. There's the big tower. I do feel like there could be something behind this guy's place, but like getting into an area where we won't get poisoned seems difficult. Anything at the basement vendor? Wait, the what? I haven't gone in anywhere yet, so if you're talking about something over there, I don't know, because I didn't check anything.
Here they come.
By the custodian in his building. I didn't check anything at the custodian. I can go back. I don't remember a basement vendor. I'm not sure if I ran into that before or not. More XP generation means we get out of summoner a little bit more quickly. Because it can't just be like the couple of enemies that there were. Like there have to be extras that no one said to climb, bro. What the fuck? I just wanted you to dodge. Oh, for fuck's sake. These are actually, like, they feel easier to kill when you're up close to them. I guess at the very least with these summoned boys, you can, if they're pretty badly hurt and that's like a concern, you can at least sacrifice them and then, you know, just restart the timer that way. Alright, did I see another beacon before? I thought maybe I did. That's, oh yeah, right there. Still nothing happening yet. This looks like the elevator from the one area that we had found previously, so that might end up being the same. Still nothing yet. Got anything hidden back here? Just some little boys. Not seeing any items. Alright, I guess we could go probably close to being done with this map. There might be a little bit more over here this way, but then that should be it. But yeah, we can go back and check the quote-unquote vendor guy.
Here we go.
I feel like there's got to be like one more beacon for me to find somewhere, though. Hopefully something will happen if we do find one more and activate it. Once again, I don't think there's anything hidden down there or anything like that. Probably just a pit of death. Just hiding some death down there. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Like the music. Yeah, I wish it would last longer. I don't know why you get like these little blip blurbs of music that's like pretty cool and then it just ends after like 30 seconds. More like reanimated dudes over there. I have not seen another beacon yet, but we're not necessarily done. Maybe like the 80s sci-fi aesthetic of the music. Yeah, exactly. That's why I like Nerud so much and why I wanted to come back here. I just when I had the chance. That's going to lead down to another area. I might as well just bring this up. But I'm not going to go down there just yet. Let's see if we can find any more beacons up here. Hopefully there's one more and we find it, and hopefully that does something when we do. What's up with this terrain here? Well, maybe we walked by. Well, there's a little bit of red area over here. Keep your fingers crossed, I guess.
Here they come.
Yeah, I am not seeing any other beacons here. There could be one up on top of something, maybe. I think like 24 hours real time after finishing, the custodian takes Nerud into the black hole. I don't think it's... Well, it could be 24 hours. I'm not sure. It's definitely not in-game time. I can tell you that much. But yeah, it could be like 24 hours, could be 12 hours. I don't think it's less than 12. Because, like, I feel like they would want to give you some time to wrap up loose ends if you didn't. But again, the problem still exists that if you don't know that that's going to happen, that, like, you can easily just lock yourself out of some shit. Like I technically sort of kind of did. I don't know if there was anything else I could do on my version of Nerud. I may have literally done all there was possible to do.
Yeah.
There were a couple of glyph lock doors I couldn't open, and the one like set of hatchery doors I couldn't open, but I think that one required me to actually get the boss to backtrack through the area with me. So that wasn't an option anymore. I'm not sure what to do with these beacons now, unless there's more on another map that I have to deal with. Because it seems like I've pretty much explored at this point the whole area, aside from walking in there. Maybe there could be something on that little corner there, but I don't think there was anything. There could be something in the locations, I suppose. And again, it's possible that there's one like on top of something or some shit like that, and I just didn't see it. But I'm pretty sure all the ones that I've come anywhere near to or near to, I've activated. Like this one should be active. Yep, I can hear it. Let me go to the custodian's tower here and see what's going on. He came back a while after finishing, and the custodian told me to leave because he didn't want to bring you with him. Yeah, I think I did that as well, and he basically said the same thing. But and then when I just happened to like turn off the game because I wasn't streaming, and I turned the game back on off stream like later that same day or something like that, just check stuff, because that was when I wanted to just quickly test to see if the hex ward would allow me to walk in like the kind of poisoned areas in case it was curse buildup. Because if it was only curse buildup you have to worry about, it's like, oh wait, I should have just tried the hex ward just to see.
Against all predictions, the Seekers would have wept at the sight of you. Fascinating. Alas, you cannot yet.
Sorry, I'm gonna skip through his dialogue because we've talked to him before. So
I am the custodian, set in charge of this ship and its people. To fulfill my duties, I control. The Seekers are once in. It is the. I will end. The core will give me access to the ship's controls. It is the only... With control of the ship, I can jump into Alepsis Tora. Alepsis Tora is as... It may seem... This, unfortunate... Our journey... Naturally, the Drazir... They did not... Before Nerud entered, the stars still burned. There is no... If the Drazir can be saved, you are the first... Nerud's fate is in your hands.
I keep forgetting I don't have the spear, and I keep trying to melee things from further away than I'm supposed to be. Behind the first statue on the left is a hole. Oh. Statues. Yep, never noticed that before. So I definitely missed this. This one, I guess, just leads back up. Interesting. There's a lot of stuff. Prevents suppression blight. I think that's the goop that the zombie dudes put on the ground just based on the blue color. Vice scripts. A Nerudian tool converted into a ruthless ripping device, high raw damage. Maybe. I kind of like the knuckle dusters just for the whole cowboy thing, but I don't know that we're going to stick with that forever now that we're done with the game. For the main playthrough, I mean. I don't really care too much about the suppression blight thing. I mean, not that we can't just buy it, it's cheap, so sure. Increases skill cooldowns by 25%. Generate 10 additional mod power for each skill on cooldown. Not going to use it, but I'll buy it anyway. Same deal with the rest of these. At least from what I can afford anyway for now. Although I can sell stuff here, which is good. So here, take some of these. Increases acid damage by 20%, corrosive damage by 50%. While shield is active, gain 10% critical chance and 50% all damage dealt. How much do we actually need here? 1,500, 2,500, 3,500, plus another. Okay, so that's 5K. Wait, did I count this? I'm not sure I did. I probably did not. Hang on. We can easily get more crystals, so I'm not too worried about this. I need galvanized iron for that anyway, and same with this. Yeah, we can also sell relic dust too. What about this elevator then? We'll come back and buy his other couple items. I figure, you know, even if I'm not going to use them right now, I might as well just grab stuff, you know. So is this always 100% always here? The basement vendor plus this extra shit? Because, yeah, this is at least one thing that I definitely missed in my campaign then. Always with the custodian, okay. So I know that I at least missed one thing then. I don't know if I missed more than that, if I did literally everything I could possibly do, aside from this. Hello. Escalation circuits. Alright, let's take a look at some of the stuff that we've picked up here. The relic, innate 50% use speed bonus on use heals 30 health over 0.25 seconds and restores 300% of current gray health. Not really my jam, but still cool. We looked at this one. We looked at this one. That's it for those, I guess. And then looked at that ring. This one, meteorite shard ring, increases encumbrance by 50, increases unarmed damage by 50%. Interesting. Suppression ward 1, and then this one, micro compressor, reduces heat generation per round when firing weapons that overheat by minus 30%, increases heat decay rate by 30. So obviously this is meant to be coupled with the cube gun. I don't know if there's probably another gun that overheats, but that's pretty sick though. Glowy purple thing, you might need an item or two to pass. Okay. Let's see what... I don't seem to be able to interact with anything in here though. So there's just these things, but one item is a ringer amulet, two needed as a gun. Right, but what's the point of this? Like, there's nothing here. So I can climb something. I don't know what this is for. No items needed. So, oh, you mean so I don't get anything because it didn't require something? Okay. Gotcha. Alright, so I need... Oh, I didn't see this.
After countless centuries, we have arrived at our destination. The seat of creation. Alepsis Torah. All paths have led us here. Within that engulfing black, every stellar current of the entire universe is guided and formed. An eternal choreography to the dance of galaxies. We did not come here thinking to find life, for nothing could survive this void that has consumed 100 trillion stars. Rather, we seek the origin.
No, why did it stop? I thought it would keep playing.
After countless centuries, we have arrived at our destination. The seat of creation. Alepsis Torah. All paths have led us here. Within that engulfing black, every stellar current of the entire universe is guided and formed. An eternal choreography to the dance of galaxies. We did not come here thinking to find life, for nothing could survive this void that has consumed 100 trillion stars. Rather, we seek the origins of the universe. Entropy is implacable, but perhaps there is a means to reverse it, or else recreate its formation. A means we might find here, at the beginning and end of all things. We have found so much more. We have collected and deciphered an incogitable amount of data from within. And while the results are far less conclusive than we would like, a clear pattern has emerged. The universe is not governed by random forces. It is malleable, calculated, subject to an algorithmic cogency that belies artificial, dare I say, intelligent design. A creator. We must learn more. Some wish to enter the black hole, an attempt to meet our ostensible architect. This desire is logical, given how little we have been able to learn remotely. But it makes me uneasy. A foul smell shimmers on the horizon of time. The ambit ember will show me more, but it will take time. Thankfully, those who would face Alepsis Torah are a minority. The Drasir have I've always trusted the intuition of the astropaths. That is why we exist. The Brazier will not alter course now.
I think I had a lot to say. Alright, let's go. Oopsie daisy. So I guess that's how we get up here. Alright, yeah, I think we found all the beacons. I don't remember seeing anything else unless there was something very hidden on top of like a platform. So maybe... What else do we have? That's where we came from. We should check that out. And then I guess that, but then I guess those are our two options right now because this one is blocked like it was originally. So yeah, let's go check out this weird pit thingy. I don't know what to call it. Silo, I guess. Still can't interact with these at all, right? Nope. Alrighty, let's go. This is at least new for me, so I don't know really what to expect in this place. It's like a big old robot. So when we decide to go back there, we're gonna need... There's like 30 total galvanized iron. Probably a few thousand scrap. 2,000 or 3,000 total. That should be easy enough to come by. If we're willing to sell a few things. Seems like a control thing, you just can't do anything with it. This is fine, we can just go down this way. But we could probably just have safely dropped down there. Whatever, no big deal. Sure there's nothing under this. Doesn't look like it at the very least. Okay. Surprisingly not a lot of bugs down here yet. Again, found just some scrap. That probably wasn't just scrap. Maybe we bought or already had something that would have been, because I don't think it didn't look like scrap. It was just scrap. Okay. I just assumed maybe we got scrap because it was something we already had. I don't even see anything else down here. But there'd be like an entrance. I guess there is up there. I can see it on the map. See, this music is nice. I just wish that it was on more. I don't need it to be playing all the time. I like the whole quiet, desolate wasteland thing too. Oh, I see. We gotta go down and through the thingy here. All right, let's do that, and then like when I get to the checkpoint, I want to quickly take I want to quickly go back to Ward 13 and just see what that thing can be crafted into that we purchased, the whatchamacallit circuit.
I don't know what all this is, and I don't want to find out.
I feel like the knuckle, at least the running attack on the knuckle dusters, is not the greatest at hitting stationary objects. At least when they're low to the ground, low-ish. Should be spinning to make sure that we're not missing secret exits here. Alright, let's quickly go back to Ward 13 real fast, and then we'll go through all of this. It's nice and bright here once again. Let's see what you got for me here, McCabe.
What do...
Overflow. Use ammunition with shock and increases fire rate by 15% and reload speed by 15% for 20 seconds. Shots also apply overloaded, dealing 35 shock damage every 5 seconds for 15 seconds. Yeah, it's electrified hot shot. But we'll buy it. I need to sell some shit for more money here. I guess we don't need all this relic dust. And why do they make this so annoying to do, though? I can only push the button so fast. I realize I can do all at once, but I don't want to sell all of it. Just want to sell some. And then... Actually, we have to buy galvanized iron, too. Let me just sell a little bit more. Let's do like another 150, I guess. It's actually hurting my arm a little bit. There we go.
We're finished here.
Looking button mashing for an arm workout. Yeah, it should have an automatic scrolling number that speeds up, or just give me the R1, L1 option. You know, just to do them like in increments of 10, you know, because that would be fine.
They said you ran off with that old Ford a while. I think even feels like anything can be true. Yeah, hell, maybe it was full. I was just doing, but so hey, if
we have 6. 24 for now. I will hold off on buying anything else for the time being.
come back if you need anything.
It's like a quality of life thing that's existed for decades. Yeah. Well, like I said, that plus like the fact that you can't even change your gamepad controls at all. Like, don't get me wrong, I think the scheme for this is fine, but this should at least have some options, if not a full remap ability. Honestly, modern games should always be fully remappable at this point, because it doesn't really take that much more to do. As much as some people have made the claim that it's a lot of work, it's not, especially for like a team of developers. It's not that much work. If you were making an indie game by yourself, I could understand, but or for like a really small team of people. But just having the ability to like either fully remap your functions or at the very least switch between a few different control schemes would be like, the fact that that doesn't exist is just weird, especially because you can rebind your keyboard keys. So why not, right? and certainly involves some coding to be able to make it fully remappable, but to at the very least allow for a few different control schemes that you could switch between would be nice, just in case you want it to be like purely like Dark Souls or something, or as close to Dark Souls as possible. Because a lot of people who are going to play a game like Remnant are going to be people who are coming from the kind of like Souls and Souls-like communities. So at number one, having dodge attached to circle instead of X would make a lot of sense. In fact, really just about everything else in the game, control scheme-wise, is exactly where I want it to be. It's just the face buttons. Because like having interact be square instead of X, and then switch weapon as triangle is fine. But it would kind of be, it would make sense for that to just be, you know, what it is. But just swap X and circle, really. Like, or no, swap, put duck or crouch onto square, I guess. Put dodge on circle, and let X be confirm and / interact. That's really all that needs to change for my personal preference. I'm fine with it as it is, but I do wish that it was, I do kind of wish that it was different. Okay, yeah, we'll go back there in a second. I want to go buy these couple of things really quick. It was, yeah, it is the Ascension Spire. Why do I have a exclamation mark here? He did give us the quest. I mean, it's the same map, so it doesn't really matter, but just kind of weird. Although, yeah, no, I don't know. It's strange. He's doing his Gregorian chant, or his throat singing, whatever the fuck it's called. Alright, we got the items, so we can say we got them. And I guess we'll warp back into the dungeon that we just left. What's the moveset like on these, and what do they look like? They're not overly intrusive on my back at the very least. Seem alright. Okay. I still don't know ultimately what melee weapon I'll want to kind of like stick with for like an eventual polished build sort of situation, because I may want something that like truly, it's the Dark Conduit, I believe is where we were, that's like truly beneficial to whatever build we're using, instead of just like, hey, I have a melee weapon. But insofar as like considering our build is largely ranged focus, I don't know what that'll end up being, if anything. We'll see. So what do we got in here? Buggies, probably? Yerp. I kind of forgot about the little piece of shit bugs. Probably kind of a late time for the music to start there. We all good? Alright. Easy enough. As for the stuff. Hey, nice. 2 more levels of that. Not sure what those things are supposed to be. They look like cameras, but they're not really. I mean, from a distance, they kind of look like a camera. They don't really look like that much like a camera up close, I think. I kinda wish you could, like, push these. So if there was, like, some hidden secret way to activate some of these cables. See, like, because I want to figure out how we get in here. It maybe opens from the other side. Looks like it's possible that it does. I hope, you know, I suppose there could be a solution to this, and I may have just screwed it, but maybe if you shock yourself and then stand next to one of these cables, you can possibly do, assuming that that's even tied to that, but if we find, if we don't find another one of those, hopefully we can just reset it and try it or something. Oh, there is one there. I don't know if we can possibly, ow. Keep forgetting that we're gonna get hit very hard on Nightmare Mode. It's alright, let the regen do its thing. I don't think that did anything. I don't think that was anything we were meant to do, but I wanted to at least try. It's possible it could have worked if we had been standing in a slightly better spot, but I feel like we were at least close enough to hit the cable itself. So here's hoping that it's just a nothing cable, and there's just a different way in there. You fucking die? Don't roll into that. Okay. Should have definitely cleared some of those out before I really got too involved in that fight there. Alright. What else we got in here? Climb this. This particular layout of the dungeon is familiar, because in one of the ones we went through, it was basically just like this. Really? Probably a little bit of overkill. I don't think. Right. I forgot those guys explode. That was a little surprising. They all took like the long way around too, which is weird. Could have just leapt off of this thing.
Yeah, that's it. For now.
Nah, no more room. Nah, I've got enough of that.
Okie dokie. And sometimes in these games, like, I know I've kind of said it before, but like,
Any more of that?
it can be surprising like how densely packed the enemies can be at times, because like you'll start like going into another room and then it takes you like 10 minutes to get out of that room, or like to really fully progress past it, because as soon as you finally start to move beyond it, you just run into like another big wave of enemies that all want to come immediately back to that room with you. So this is kind of like the room with the gauntlet, but it's not the gauntlet itself. Momentum driver. So I guess we should be on the lookout to see if any pathways are going to open here or something. Fucking terrain, come on now. What? Are you kidding me? What? That is insane. The first one hitting me with its AoE is like, okay, sure, but the second one should have hit the wall based on my positioning, so I don't know how I even got hit. Some insanities, I tell you. It's all good. Like I said, it's just the only annoyance is like there's just a lot of bug boys. It just takes a while to get back sometimes. Get punched. Kind of feel like sometimes like my skill, my quick draw is like the closest thing I have to like an AoE at the moment. It's kind of making me miss Challenger right now. I should also just bring my boys back probably. Maybe the roly-polies would be better here than the flyers. The flyers are good, but everything here for the most part is ground based, and these guys are quick, so they also have a shorter cooldown. Now I gotta wait for them to cool down since I switched it. Alright, this one. comes the brood mother thingy again.
Come on. Come on.
What? Okay. Once again, enemies kind of moving a little faster than they seem to be. Sometimes. When you're not looking at them. Okay, fuck off, game. I know that thing moves fast, but I'm telling you, man, just certain times the game really feels like it's cheesing you a little bit when you turn your back on something, because stuff just instantly catches up to you, like, faster than it seems like it should. Maybe I'm crazy, but I don't know, man. I know how quick those things move, and it's not that quick. Not quite that fucking fast. Because that thing was instantly behind me the moment I turned around. And all she was doing was just moving forward. She didn't, like, do some sort of weird charge attack or some shit. Game needs some jail time with all the robbery. Yeah, maybe. I could have played that better and all that, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, man. It just really seems like certain things happen in a very strange, inconsistent way at times. Like the game isn't quite behaving the way it should. Like with all the roll distance and shit that I have right now, I may not have like just tons of extra movement speed, but with the additional roll distance, I should have enough of generally what I need to get away from an elite like that within a couple of rolls, at least temporarily. Where even is said elite, by the way? Seems to have gone somewhere else. How did that not count as a headshot for you? I guess it's got to be in your face or something. I was assuming the brood mother was coming back. Again, the enemy is doing some shit that it feels like it shouldn't be doing at times. Like, it's shooting, and it normally has to face you to do that. And every once in a while, it kind of like seems like it shoots out the side of its fucking face instead. You fucking get squished? Thank you. Like, you see what I mean, though, right? Like, we've basically been in this room now for kind of a while, just dealing with mobs of enemies. Not really so much including the deaths, obviously, as the time for that or anything. I just mean, like, on our way back here, it's like... And I'm not saying this is a negative either, I just mean, like, it's easy to, like, progress to a point, and then you're just like, holy shit, this is taking a while to get out of this room. I guess part of that, too, is, like, just the way that it is in this game as well, like... you had enemy aggro as a thing in the first game that was normally most of the time just when enemies see you, I think, and then occasionally they could kind of chain pull and stuff. In this game, on the other hand, like you sort of just get like zone pull type things happening where like once you've engaged a certain enemy or whatever, like all the enemies from another room will just come flooding in, or another area, you know. I don't even know sometimes if they'll even clear out a whole nother room, because as soon as you get to that next room, like there will be just more enemies. I still feel like the sound design could also be like directionally slightly better. Just because I keep thinking there's shit next to me when there's not, or like not next to me, but like it sounds sometimes like stuff's coming from over there when it's actually like way over that way. So it's like, it's not directionally terrible, it doesn't sound everywhere, but, and I like the overall sound design in this game, like the sounds being used, the soundtrack, etc. See, like this motherfucker just came from behind me. Where were you? Why? Okay, I don't know why my gun wanted to shoot extra slow there. Getting a little dicey because he was pushing us forward instead of backwards. I think sometimes enemies also just occasionally spawn behind you, which is weird. Unless he just came like out of a vent or something. Yeah, I don't know that we can get to anything from here or not. What's this like? I wonder if you could jump onto that. Maybe let's save that for the end of the dungeon. Just in case we're there's like a secret we can jump to or something. Hopefully we don't miss out on it, but I don't want to like immediately die trying to do that and then have to do all this again. But if we can make it through the dungeon, we can backtrack to that and find out. Even the regular bugs do quite a bit of damage, too. Alright. Good thing we got all that regen, I guess. Hello, trade points. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Let me just go back and check this thing just to make sure no, like, weird avenue opened up while we were just doing stuff. It doesn't seem entirely unlikely that this thing could lift off another platform repeatedly and give us the chance to go up here, but if it only happens once, we could try to just get back to this point. Let's see. Or is this thing just, like, stopped now? I wouldn't even consider it likely that jumping onto that is a thing. I just wouldn't put it past the developers to do something like that, though. I don't think we're meant to jump down there. Keep giving me that EXP bonus. We could use Mudtooth's thingy too. It does last for an hour. I don't know how much of this I'm going to want to play after this, if we'll just keep playing some adventure mode on stream for the next couple of streams that I'm able to do before my trip. I do kind of want to check out Baldur's Gate 3, even if we only get to temporarily look at it before I leave. Because it might still be fun to do that, you know, just create a character and just see how far we can get or whatever. Because even if Marcus does want to co-op play it or something, which I'm not gonna hold my breath for, like, he might want to, but I'm not gonna make any assumptions. It would probably be a while before he would want to do that, for one, and on top of that, too, like, I don't know how regularly we'd even be able to do it if we did. And honestly, I've been seeing a lot of people play Baldur's Gate 3, and it's making me want to revisit it now. The character creation looks sick. I'm sure we could waste a good, like, couple of hours or whatever just playing that. Yeah, see, that was a ring I think I had already, and it got turned into scrap, so that's nice. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to... I'm not even sure what specifically I'd like to play. What's this do? Sort of like power coupling thing. Okay, we turned the power back on, I guess. Oh, hello.
Oh, I could use
Crystal
that.
Heart. On use regenerates 100% of max health over 10 seconds. Movement speed is reduced by 50%, and incoming damage is reduced by 25%. Aside from the movement speed issue, I feel like that's pretty cool. It's not a bad one. It's a full heal, it's just a slow full heal. Alright, let me quickly run back over to this thing just to see if it continued to move or not, and if not, we can reset the dungeon and see if it's possible to jump onto this thing. I think it's like petered out now. Just the big claw thing he hasn't moved in a while. I wonder if you could... You probably can't just... I mean, you can't just regularly jump in this game. It'd be cool if you could, like, Elden Ring your way across this shit, because they're all, like, sitting out, but... Alright, let's just see. I'm curious. I don't expect it to actually work out. But seeing how there's like a path up there and looks like there's a path up there, it wouldn't surprise me if you could jump onto that, quickly get into over there, and for there to be like a hidden treasure up that way. But I think we just have to be able to do it in a certain amount of time. So, unfortunately, because it doesn't just loop, we have to reset the area. I hope that means resting will work and I don't have to like liquid death my way through this. Either way, we're gonna have to refight our way back there, but... I guess is a little annoying. But let's just give it a try anyways. You know, before I actually do that, I just want to come out here and see if the big robot or anything changed now that we turned the power back on. I don't know if this would have anything to do with, like, the weird coffin beacon thingies that we found, but just this way I don't just, like, teleport away and don't come back or some shit. I want to see if this does anything. We gotta reset stuff anyways. Actually, leaving and coming back in might reset the claw without us having to rest. If it if it resets like the area without, you know, respawning everything. But yeah, see, this is on and it wasn't before. What do? All right, we shot a man into space. They don't. What the? Oh. I don't quite know what that did, other than. Oh, what? He's doing something up there, I guess. Hang on. Let's just... I want to go back in there and stuff. Let me just, like, try to do this without resting, I guess. I just remembered I did not even use my roly-poly boys once. Let me just switch this back. Maybe this does have something to do with the beacons, though, is what I'm thinking. I don't know what this guy does, but he keeps, like, leaving and coming back. And I'm just wondering, like, I don't want to leave now in case the beacons have been changed in some way. Oh, he's over there now. Is he going to the beacons, perhaps? What about... Take a look at this one real quick. Oh. Okay. I think it is to do with the beacons, because he... At the very least, he just flew over top of one. Or, like, roughly that position. You're finally dead. I can also make that guy dead and then go look at the beacon, question mark? I don't see it anymore. Oh shit, maybe he's just picking them up. Hey Ken, what's up, dude? How's it going? Good to see you. I thought it was like right here. Am I... Did he pick it up and leave with it, maybe? Maybe he just collects them and brings them back to the area. I just don't know if I got turned around. He doesn't seem like he's coming back out anymore, so maybe that's what's going on. Just make sure that I'm not, like, just turned around here. But I'm pretty sure it was, like, right over there. And I don't see any beacons now. Alright, hold up. Let me just come back down here and see. How's veteran treating HD? It was pretty good. I just beat it like an hour or so ago, the main game. So I'm currently playing in adventure mode. I'm actually on nightmare at the moment. So I should maybe adjust my title. Oh right, these thingies down here, are these, do they have anything in them now? They do. Okay, sick. Well, I guess that was all about the beacons then. Let's see. Scrap. Hardened iron. Galvanized resupply band. Yeah, the final boss was pretty wild. There's a lot there's a lot going on in that fight, but we managed. As in me by myself. I wasn't playing with anybody still, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I would have completed it yesterday, but unfortunately I had like a big headache, so I had to stop streaming. But yeah, so I figured I'd just like finish that up today, and then we do like a little bit of adventure mode to like try to find some stuff that I missed before. Oh right, this was just the rangefinder thing that I got earlier. Alright, so what about the ring though? Increases ammo pickups by 50%. That's cool. What was this one? The momentum driver. After sprinting for 2 seconds, movement speed is increased by 15% and stagger level reduced by 1. Cool. Difference engine.
Oh,
Star
nice.
shot. Okay, the difference engine. While a shield is active, gain 20% damage and 1.5% of base damage dealt as lifesteal. That's pretty good if you want a shield build. This is a handgun. It's kind of cool, although I feel like I'm shooting with like a big hair dryer. Let's see. Big Bang. Funnels all current mod charges into the next shot. Projectile deals 69.5 direct damage and 69.5 explosive damage per charge consumed in a 5-meter radius. Explosion applies 75 burning damage over 10 seconds per charge consumed. Additional charges consumed increase all damage by 5%, max 5 charges. Okay, so you can actually go all the way up to 5. Hang on, let's like rest. Oh right, I guess we wanted to go back in the dungeon, so let me not rest yet. But I want to I definitely want to check out this mod, or the special mod on this gun. I'm assuming it's one that's locked. All the special guns work that way. Yep. It's not technically a boss weapon, but it's at least a special. I'm happy they added so much more gear and accessories to the second game, made for a slick surprise from 1 to 2. Yeah. There's no, like, armor skins yet, I don't think, in the game, but I kind of hope that they add some in the, well, I assume they're going to do a DLC. I don't know anything, obviously, but I hope that they do a DLC, and I hope that it adds at least one big biome. I don't know if there's a survival mode at all in the game yet. I haven't unlocked it if there is one, despite beating the game, unless I just missed unlocking it, but I don't think so. So survival mode would be cool, and if they wanted to add, you know, a whole biome, obviously that would be good. Lots of guns, lots of equipment, but there's lots of customization in this. I guess new archetypes would be neat too. But I'm hoping that they put in like some skins for the armor sets like they had in the first game, so that whether it's just like another tab or whatever that Whispers can sell you for, whether it's corrupted luminite crystals or something else, just being able to like wear whatever you want to wear but get like a slightly different appearance for it, just kind of switch things up, could be nice. All right, let me just quickly see instead of resting so we don't respawn everything. Let's just see if the machine reactivated itself or not. Because sometimes simply leaving and coming back like through a door is enough to reset like certain environmental things. Definitely insinuates at least one, if not more, since the Ultimate Edition includes any DLC released within the first year, according to its description. Yeah, I guess that's true. I couldn't remember if there was anything like explicitly stated or not. Okay, this does look reset. see if it starts moving or not. At the very least, the claws aren't hanging in the middle of the room, but... But it's also not doing anything. We may have to rest. I'm not even sure this will do anything at all anymore. We may have just like missed an opportunity, assuming that this actually is something you can do, but let's just go find out, I guess. We can kill a few waves of enemies before we get here one more time. It's all good. I hope turning on the power didn't cause that to like cease operating. So I don't think I can reverse that. I was wondering if it'd be easier to actually go the other way, but I don't think so. It's pretty much equidistant. We'd probably run into just as many waves of enemies. But yeah, no, I got the Ultimate Edition for this as well. And I feel like I remembered it saying something about DLC, but I couldn't remember specifically what it said. Alright, I just want to quickly check this guy out. I guess that's kind of cool, although I feel like we didn't really see exactly the full effect of it, but we can mess around with it later. Alright, let's go. Quickly get on back over there. Where'd you go, buddy? Did you leave? Okay. Kind of like just reflexively punched him in the face. I wasn't even really trying to do that. Hang on, Bugs. I want to look at chat here. Just looked, it says DLC bundle with 3 packs. Not sure what that is with 3 of something. Yeah, they could be kind of like small DLC bundles. Like maybe one big DLC, and they could just do like little DLCs for like new items or cosmetics or whatever, you know. did that not deal any damage to you? It's like I was hitting the lip of the floor. Alright. All the elites make me a little nervous again now that we're on nightmare mode because they can kill me pretty easily. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's not like the regular enemies can't also kill me pretty easily if I let them, but... Y'all fellas need to let me get the F out of here. So I can see if I can ride this thing up somehow. Assuming I haven't already missed my chance to do so. See if this is a thing we can do. I don't know if you can jump off that or not. You can land on it. But I was like, okay, I need to jump quickly because I think we'll probably die if I ride the whole way up, but that kill box came sooner than expected. This could be completely futile and there's absolutely nothing there, but I wouldn't put it past the developers to put some little sneaky thing there. Just wish I could get there a little faster. Like, don't get me wrong, I guess I could just like run there, but there's so many enemies in the way, I would probably die trying to do something like that. It's not who I was trying to aim for there, game. Very rude, sir. Oh, wow. Alright, fine, we can heal once. Another one die? Well, he either died or he's going to show up behind me later. He did not really seem to charge that attack up at all. Came out a little quickly. Why have there not been any elites up till this point? But no. Please don't roll off an edge. Excuse me a sec, fellers. Yep. I was like, this is gonna be too early, but these things are coming up right behind me. Alright, maybe there's something there, maybe there's not, but I'm not gonna keep doing this. Just to confirm whether or not there is. That seems like exceedingly difficult to actually get to if that's the way you're meant to do it. So I'll look it up at some point and see if there's actually something there. Actually, let's just go this way. Time is almost 1. I can go for a little bit longer and then I will have to probably end. Let me think here. I guess we didn't really acquire any other special items here. So we're good with all of that. Do I need to upgrade anything? Probably not really. I mean, we could upgrade the knuckle dusters a little bit, but until we get a simulacrum, we can't max out our rifle. Oh, the thing that I remember. The thing that I got was level 9 of this. So as soon as we hit 10, we'll probably try the Reaver out just for fun, but then we'll just switch off to maybe back to Challenger to start leveling that up more, or maybe we'll unlock Hunter and do that. I don't know. But I'd like to level up Regrowth, I think, just for the extra regen. It's a lot of extra trait points to spend, but having 1.5 health per second in general is a lot better than the default regen that we're getting from other stuff. If we ended up wanting to switch away from something, I'm trying to think if there's like anything. I think if we do respec, like Scholar is like the one thing we'll probably give up after we hit a certain amount of archetype stuff, because we don't really need an EXP bonus forever. I'm just putting points into it now because we can, but we can optimize our trait stuff. I guess the cap is 25 or 65 now, so we have 25 more points instead of 20. So that'll allow us to definitely max this out and max out Regrowth and still have we'll still have a handful more points yet. Like 8. Currently at, anyway. Which is enough to do something. Anyways, yeah, let's head back. Since there's apparently nothing we can do here right now. Just at least nothing major. There should be another elevator here somewhere for us to do. So we can check out the other side dungeon, I guess, and then we'll call it after that. Whether we just do the whole thing and finish it, or I will see how long of a thing it's going to be. Because there will probably be a boss fight. I'm hoping it'll be something new that we haven't experienced yet, like the Dark Conduit was. This dungeon, what was this one called? It was Dark Conduit, right? And then... Yes, okay. So yeah, we got one other one here. Let's make our way over that way to that... Is it that? No, it's not that elevator, that's the locked one. It's over here. So, that a ways.
Oh, this isn't looking good.
boys now that we're actually, like, out here again. I kept forgetting to use them at all in that entire dungeon. Probably would have helped a little bit. Although I really do like having challenger skills, particularly the War Stomp in the bug dungeons, because, like, they do like to swarm you, as bugs do. And having a War Stomp to just kind of, like, squish a whole bunch of them really quickly is pretty useful. Just any sort of, like, AoE would be fine. Or anything that works like a good AoE, I mean. Alright, let's see what we got down here. Classic spinny, make sure there's no side paths. Okay, doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Just a big wide open area. Down there. That looks empty. There's nothing down that way, rather. Alright, the boys are doing their job. Nice one. That's the actual dungeon. I'm coming out of these right now, I guess. Alright, what about up here then? If we end up keeping this character going before I, like, would happen to restart any other sort of run, or in particular just do, like, the co-op stuff, you know, maybe we'll end up, like, switching our build around considerably, and I'll try something pretty different. But I'm pretty happy with the gunslinger, so maybe we'll go with the gunslinger hunter combo, or I'll see about checking out Explorer, of course, at some point. Maybe Invader or Engineer. I know there's Archon, although I don't know what it does at all. We have our Summoner one here, of course, but I don't know. Summoner's not exactly my cup of tea for the reasons I've stated already. I don't usually like playing with a lot of companions, but it's still cool at least. At the very least, like the regen stuff that it unlocks. I guess let's bring you guys out ahead of time this time. Maybe we'd be better off with the roly-polies, but we'll try these since I've already got them available.
What happened here?
The Putrid Domain. I don't think I've been into this before. At the very least, it doesn't sound familiar. Let's see. So we have a locked door here. An elevator here. Okay. Okay, another locked door. I hope I didn't need to bring him over to it to get the door unlocked. If that turns out to be, I mean, at least that guy should respawn, so, but if that turns out to be the way that that shit works, I'll be a little annoyed. I guess let's see what's down the elevator for now.
Ugh. Oh, God. Dude, what is that? All right.
Big door there. I don't know if we have to find some way to shock that. I hope not. Or this. So I don't know how we're going to manage that one. And if, like, I have to shock a cable to open the door like that one secret door early in, well, in that other dungeon that we did early in the campaign. Okay. Like I was losing some frames there. I'm not sure what was going on. It's like minorly stuttery for a second. Well, that opens at the very least, so that's good. Does this open the door? It's at least draining the fluid out of the area, so maybe the big door will be open down there. It's very loud. Seems kind of like an area that was flooded before that we wouldn't have been able to go into until we did that anyway, so like maybe this other... No, this is still closed unless it's not finished draining and then it'll open, but let me just quickly go back down here just to see if the water is still... The water is still wet. If it's still full of water down here, it doesn't look like it. It looks like I can see the elevator now, so let's head back down and check out the big door, see if it's open. Did y'all teleport down already? What the heck? Just don't teleport under the elevator. I don't want you to get squished. Okay, I guess that... Oh, I see. Never mind. Well, guess we in here now. I guess I'm down for big doors like that as long as it's not like the lockdown dungeon. I mean, I enjoyed the quarantine lockdown dungeon, but at the same time, I was kind of like not prepared for that when I did it. So I definitely didn't beat it the first time, like in the amount of time that I had to like not get incinerated. Okay, so stuff is happening. We're probably gonna die if we don't get through here quickly. Either that or just the lights turned on, I don't know. Nope, it's flooding. Oh, there's a purple over there, though. I don't care. So we can get to it quickly. Alright. Don't care that we died, I just want the item. Set it up again. Question is, do we have to re-drain it, or will it stay drained until we go back in? Let's see what we picked up. Installation driver, while Bulwark is active, gain 15% to all damage dealt and haste. Good for that build, I guess. Subterfuge link. After killing an enemy, increase the cast speed of the next mod or skill cast by 35%. Care about that one too much. Okay, good. The water is still drained. We just need to... I need to remember to send the elevator back up. Also, hang on 1 second, guys. Alright, sorry about that. Roommate needed something before taking off. Alright, let's try this again. Wait, the door is... Okay, well, I guess we have to drain or hit the button again anyway. I hope that that wasn't our only chance. I mean, I'm glad I at least got 2 items out of there, but I... I don't like it when games give you, like, only 1 shot at something and don't really tell you that you only have 1 chance. Because it's just very easy to, like, screw up or intentionally just, like, whatever, you know, ooh, I want to get this item, I don't care if I die, kind of situation, and then you're just like, oh, well, guess I'm not gonna do this anymore. I assume I still can, but let's just see, I guess. No, I guess I just can't. Even though the water is drained down there, it's not... I hope it's not bugged, but I guess I could try...
This isn't looking good.
I'm not sure what all else we would have been able to do in there, because, like, I can see that this is the area we were in, but I can't drain the water now, despite the fact that it's actually already drained in the lower area. But if we need to, like, leave and come back or something to get it to reset, we'll just see if we can complete the dungeon the rest of the way otherwise. First. Anybody else? Oh, hello, you're somebody. Don't mess up my frame right now. And I wish I had my bleed thingy. I want to hit his thingy things, but it's kind of not. There we go. We knocked one of them off, but yeah, do that. He only has one, it looks like. There's another one. Or we spawned something else anyway. No, don't climb. Why'd you do that? Alright. Probably should have just used my status effect stuff on him. Here, we can just do it. It's fine. A little bit of a tricky room to get through. Should be good there. Whoops. I noticed as soon as I started swinging, I was just like, oh, that's a, you can iframe that. That's good to know. Like, I thought I iframed it once before and I wasn't 100% sure. If you roll it just the right time, you definitely can iframe that it overloaded. Man, what else is in there? Something's coming. Uh-huh. You fell down. Oh, shit. Oh, not good. Not good. Alright, this room was okay enough. I hate that he climbs there sometimes. I really need to get you to go the other way around this fucking thing so I can shoot your thingy better. There we go. Okay, that one is charged. That's good. I should really level up my spirit so that mods come back quicker, because honestly I feel like either that or I need to start wearing the mod generation ring. Because frankly the speed at which they recharge from just shooting sometimes it's just too much, or it takes too long. I mean, kinetic shield exchanger. While a shield is active, gain 25% mod damage and generate 15% additional power. I'm getting a lot of things that are shield synergies, but don't themselves grant shields. Which is fine, because I don't really intend to use them anyway, but at least not right now. Oh, hello, where'd you come from? Lifesteal, please, lifesteal. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's especially not good. Cool jump, sick jump. All I ask is that you not get stuck in a fucking wall this time. You did that one time. That's not what I wanted to have happen. Obviously. Okay. Out of stamina at the world's worst time. Why are you everywhere right now? What just happened? Why did a thing appear behind me? I don't know. Did he, like, poured in behind me, maybe? I don't know. Either that or one of those, like, charged up something to explode behind me. I'm not sure. Hang on, I gotta... This is a much better room, but there's still one more of those to deal with. Oh, there he is. Roll into the pit. How's that for damage, buddy? Ooh-wee! That was a little spicy. We definitely almost died like a couple of times there, but we made it through. All right. At this point, though, okay, there's more to do that way. A chest or something that we... Yeah, that's right. I remember running past it. Because we had a million enemies chasing us.
All right.
This is the other room that we ran through earlier. That almost makes me want to try to drop down there because it looks almost like a thing you could drop to, but I'm quite certain that you can't. That would be a bad decision. Alright, I don't know that we left anything really particularly interesting behind. Actually, hang on, let's get this long gun ammo at least, because we're actually kind of low. It's better. We at least have our hotshot mod charged as well, so that's good. Alright, let's come out over here and explore the remainder of this stuff. And then we'll, if we can, I guess we'll see about resetting the dungeon to see if we can get that water stuff to work again, that water, that flooded area. I was like, what's the word here? It's flooded, not water filled, you know. I wanted to say waterlogged, and I was like, it's not quite right. Not for our usage. So there's not really anything else in here. Let's check this side really quick. Okay. Alright, onward. I'm assuming there will be a boss at the end of this one, because I don't think we had a boss from the first dungeon we did. Go get him, boys. It's going to be a little much again. Not really where we wanted to be right now, but I was like, he should catch up to me like any moment now, but he got there a little quicker than I was expecting. Okay. Now let's get you running around this side, please. You. Better. Thanks for dying.
Well, at least that's over.
You said it, buddy. You said it. At least he's not rolling. Yep. Bring our filet mignons back here. A back? I don't know. Taking a back. Ooh, trade point. Hells yeah. Let's see what we got here. I guess keep giving me Scholar for the moment. I do really want to get mod power faster, but I think leveling up quicker right now is more important to me. Just because we can get our stuff there quicker and then...
Oh, pew.
Pew. Are we gonna get the bug boss? No, we wouldn't get the bug boss here. I would hope not. Not only is this a dungeon I haven't done before, but this wasn't really a bug dungeon exactly, so I'd be a little surprised if that's what we got. The window giving me any insight? This arena sort of reminds me of a thing that I ran into in survival mode in the first game that I didn't beat, and it was one that I felt like I got robbed on a little bit. So one thing about survival mode is, like, you know, it's something maybe you almost don't even really want to do until you've played through everything in the game, because sometimes you'll run into bosses that you haven't experienced yet and you have no idea how to fight them, and they're harder by the time you get to them sometimes. And with that being the case, sometimes they you know, they'll just kill you, and then you got to reset all of your survival mode stuff as a result. And you just kind of miss out on whatever the fight would have been, because you got to reset everything. Alright, let's see here. Okay, so it's a big one of those poop corpses. He's gonna roll around and get even bigger. What is that? What? I rolled. What the hell? Finally, we got one of them knocked off. Those take a lot more to explode. Okay. I didn't really want to use that like that, but he got his stuff back. There we go. You gotta like really focus. One of those explosive weak spots if you want to actually damage it. He has thick skin too. Oh, nice. At least you don't have to re-explode them, I guess. Oh, no. He gets new abilities. He's flying now. Wait, what? Oh, there you are. Wasting my mind, you asshole. Oh, those home pretty aggressively too.
Come on.
Just running around trying to collect ammo. No, no, don't do this to me, game. Do not get stuck on a random corpse for no reason. Probably have killed this guy faster by now, but you need ammo though. Yep. Did you? Yeah, you did spawn another boy. You stop leaving? We haven't even done anything yet. Oh, fuck. Right, he immediately goes into flyer now. Okay, that homing was some bullshit. That did such a ridiculous turn there. You ain't gotta leave the party so fast every time, dude. Ammo again. No, why'd you have to go just then? You're so close to being dead, my guy. There you go. Oh, hey, Flyers, what's up? I forgot I summoned them at the beginning of the fight. They just sat outside the whole time. Sometimes they do go through doors with you, but I feel like they need to fix that in a patch, because sometimes they just sit there outside. I can sacrifice them still if that happens. I just didn't even think about it. Because, you know, if you need to get them back, then you can just do that. But then, of course, you still got to wait for them to recharge before you can use them in the middle of the fight. Alright, one more point of Scholar, please. Oops. Yes. And then... what did I get here? Mutated growth. The circuitry of the Drazier is evident here, but there is more than that. Fleshy tubes and pustules emerge from its sockets, giving the appearance of a thing both wild and designed. Tonight is going to suck. There's going to be thunder, so no gaming or Wi-Fi charger. Or Wi-Fi or charger. Gotcha. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I hope you can have a relatively chill night, regardless. Alright. I guess we'll come out here, but I want to... I do want to come back into the dungeon. I don't think there's anything underneath this, but it's hard to tell. Wish that you could get like a better angle with the camera. Yeah, I was gonna say this should just lead to a Seeker's Key. But I want to try to get to the waterway if possible, just so we can retry that, because there might have been one more purple item or something to get.
Yeah, this
or more. It's possible that the 2 items that were in there were all that you needed to get, and I'm good to go already, but I would certainly like to know for sure. Yeah. Kia. Summons. Okay, good luck, bro. See you later. Yeah, exactly. They didn't quite feel like entering in the fight. I didn't really need their help, to be honest. The only reason that fight even took long, like, A, with the thick skin, that, okay, we're back to Timeless Horizon, which is I shouldn't say back to, I don't think this is a map I've been on. So, like, the first one, the Phantom Wasteland, was, I believe, the first one that I got in my regular campaign. But then I got, maybe it was Timeless Horizon. I don't know. I feel like it was called, like, Titan something, but that might have just been the ship name thingy. So we might even just have the same maps that we got. I'm not sure. Maybe it's always the same ones, but just the locations that are randomized. Because that seems like the way they did it in the first game. Okay, let me go back here and just see if we can redo the waterway, and if not, then we'll just have to shrug and say, oh well, and maybe try doing it next time on another adventure or something. But I'm hoping that we get mostly different stuff here with our adventure mode, since, you know, the campaign is yet to be re-rolled, so hopefully the adventure mode won't be entirely random, and we'll just sort of take some of that into account somehow. Wow, shot in the back. Not a very honorable cowboy. Nope, I can't drain this anymore, unfortunately. Let's just see if when I go down here, if anything changes. I don't know if that's a bug or if you literally only have one try. Because I was talking about the whole one try thing, but I didn't assume that it was one try only. I just was like, man, I hope it's not one try. Is basically what I was trying to say. So if that ends up being an intended design, well, screw me, I guess. Let me in. Let me drain the water. Yeah, that's just unfortunately donezo. It won't let me do anything with it. I'll look up the Putrid Domain just to see if there's other stuff that I missed out on. There's probably something, just because we didn't make it to the top, but we at least got 2 of the items that were in there. But from the very top of it, you can see that there's like nothing immediately on the other side of the door, so I would assume 1 more item, maybe 2. It might have not even been anything overly important, like it could have been a trade point, which I can just get elsewhere. But yeah, like if we go here, you can see there's some red unexplored bits over there, but nothing is really visible beyond the water. So, yeah. Hello, what's that? But yeah, I wish it would let me do it again. I don't know if it's intended to just only be a 1 try only, or if it just bugged out. Need to drop some scrap. Alright, let's get out of here. I will look it up and see if we missed anything, in which case, there's nothing I can do about it right now, but on another adventure, maybe we'll get lucky and find Featured Domain again with this particular layout, because the thing of it is, some dungeons, like, you can get the same dungeon in adventure or whatever, but it's not always the same layout of that dungeon. In order to get, like, specific items, sometimes you have to get a specific layout. So, there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, I should have just gone back to the ward. We don't need to go here first. We'll go back to the ward and then see what this item gets us, and then I guess that'll be it. Yeah, I gotta get some stuff ready before the call. which is a little over an hour from now. Let's see what we got in Ward 13. But yeah, the summon's kind of just chilling outside of the fight. It's just one of the many reasons I'm not super keen on the summoner build. Obviously, you can summon them inside the fight, and that's probably what they kind of intended you to do anyways.
Better be worth what you got?
Bore. I'll bore them to death. Fires a drill projectile which bores into enemies on contact, dealing 80 damage. After fully burrowing into an enemy, creates a weak spot which grants 50% of normal weak spot damage on hit. If attached to an existing weak spot, ranged crit chances increase by 15% when attacking the drill. Lasts for 6 seconds. That sounds kind of fucking dope, actually. Let's test this. Crafty. Craft 15 weapon mods. Let's see what this looks like. It's probably going to give me the rhino or the hippo gun again, which I'm not super fond of. All right. Yeah, I did buy all of these other mods, by the way. I didn't say that before. What's overflow? Okay, that one's also... Yeah, so that does give me the angry hippo, but I can kind of live with that, maybe. I'm not the most fond of it, but it's okay. I'm less attached to us having the specific cowboy appearance now that we've completed the game as our cowboy. It's not like it looks bad or anything. It's just obviously a lot more like big and bulky, and sci-fi looks less like a regular pistol. Hold up. Charge this up first. But honestly, whenever you're doing quick draw, it pulls out your regular, like a standard version of the Western Classic anyway. It just gets all bright red. So, like so. I didn't want you to actually use a bandage there, but that's fine. All right. That's pretty cool. That was pretty good damage, all things together, I think. That also charged up the mod power pretty quickly, sort of weirdly. I don't know why. If it doesn't generate extra, but maybe because I'm getting weak spot and crit damage, it's charging a little faster. It only requires 500, which is at least relatively cheap. Yeah, we'll try Bore out. Not the biggest fan of the hippo, but whatever. We can quick draw an angry hippo for now. So my gun, does it have blue lights on it? It usually appears as like red on here. Maybe the lights change color. Kind of hard to tell, but it looks blue on this screen right now. I can't really angle myself to look at it very easily. Interesting. I wonder if they just change color or if it's dependent on something else in my build right now. That's cool though. He's a slightly less angry hippo now that he has blue lights. He's a miffed hippo. He's slightly perturbed. All right. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for today. Yeah, we will continue with this. Maybe I might do some more tomorrow. I think I will check out Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know if I'm ready to jump into it just this second, but we might do that tomorrow instead. I'm not 100% sure. This gives me the opportunity to play some off stream if I feel like it now that I've completed the game. But I did kind of still want to do some adventure mode stuff on stream because it would still be a fresh experience for me to, well, experience on the game. So, and I can update my title to just say adventure mode solo nightmare or something. I don't know. But yeah. Point is, I guess keep an eye out for more Remnant. It'll either be more tomorrow or we'll just jump into Baldur's Gate 3. We'll see how I feel. But I plan on playing more of this one way or the other. And obviously, I want to do some co-op here at some point in the future with this, and certainly some challenge runs if I can figure out a good challenge run to do. Whether it's just you know, the way I typically approach challenge runs, where I'm figuring out something cool to do, like some sort of limitation, or if I'm just doing a solo apocalypse run or something. Obviously, solo nightmare is already hard, but I'd have to figure out some specific build stuff to make solo apocalypse work. Because on that difficulty, you need to kind of... You either need to be very tanky and still light on your feet, and be able to do a lot of damage on top of all that, or just completely avoid damage altogether, because you'll be probably one shot most of the time. But like even with maxed out HP, unless you get a lot of bonus HP from different stuff, perhaps. But yeah, so that's gonna do it. Like I said, I do want to play Baldur's Gate 3, so sometime this week we'll check it out before I leave. I am leaving on the 12th, so I will probably stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly Thursday. I might take a day off somewhere in between there, but knowing that like towards the end of the week I'll have to take some days off to make sure that I can get packed and do whatever I need to do, and otherwise just chill before the trip. I'm likely to take days off later in the week instead. So yeah, but we'll check out some Baldur's Gate 3 somewhere in the meantime there, and I'll probably maybe just do some Remnant 2 shenanigans, at least for one more stream. But in the meantime, y'all, take care of yourselves. Thanks again so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it very much, as always. Have yourselves a great rest of your day/night. And yeah, I will see y'all on the next one. All right. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.